Cheston takes off, looks upfield for someone. There's a lead on out there for Brett Toohey. He can't hold the mark, and mopping up the ball is Mitchell, but over the boundary line it goes for a throwing.
Slater for East Burwood, ineffectual knock. Stacks on the mill there, East Burwood out through Slater to Colin Mitchell. Colin Mitchell down, and a good, I was going to say good mark to Stewie Wine, punched away from Stewie Wine.
Good defensive play by Tipples. The umpire's pulled out a free kick for too high, and that's going to the East Burwood player and Parker. Parker's probably 40 metres out from goal here, straight in front, so I would say be having a shot from here.
Matt Parker, a raking left foot kick. Kicking, as Lee said, from about 40 metres. The ball's on its way, an awkward looking kick. Barwick from behind. And Dougie Barwick put it through on the left foot.
Yeah, Nathan Bodie was... Beautiful day for football here today. Umpire Kennedy comes in, bounces the ball. Once again, a very terrible bounce. Gets punched out. Ronnie McEwen gets the first possession out the middle, drives it forward for Lilydale. It's a pack of 2 or 3 contesting. Ashley Matthews, the captain. It's come out the back there. Stacks on the mill. They bottle it up, and the umpire calls for a bounce.
Ronnie McEwen, number 11. Yeah. While we
bounce about 25 metres out from Lilydale's goal. Kicking to the Highbury Road end.
Their record was wrong too.
The umpire, see if he can get the ball in the air this time. Once again, it's off to the side. Favours the East Burwood boys, but onto it is Gibbons. A left foot snap around his shoulder, doesn't go very far. They push the ball towards the boundary line and over it goes.
Out of bounds in the Lilydale forward pocket on the outer side of the ground. Randall's tried from behind. Test of strength there, and Randall's takes it through from 1 point to Lilydale.
A rush behind there. Wrestling in the square there was Adam Pollock, coming off 9 goals from last week, so he's in good touch. A short kick out from full back. Doesn't reach the target, but they mop it up. East Burwood run out of defence. Another short kick. Finds number 20.
Randall's
it is. A half back. He plays on. It's a good tackle. They're trying to do a bit too much here. In the end, a kick up in the air. Lilydale's ruckman knew it, goes up, couldn't complete the mark. It's kicked off the ground. Picked up by East Burwood, swings onto the left, kicks it forward down the ground, and that's no mark paid there to Sutherland. He butters up though. Sutherland smothered off the boot.
Saunders a tap towards the boundary line, and Damien Ryan takes the ball over the boundary line on the members' side of the ground.
Right in front of the club rooms here, about 60 metres around from the East Burwood goal.
Saunders in the ruck for East Burwood. A push out there, and the free kick to the Lilydale player, Hewitt.
Bit of staging there, but he got away with it. Handball's off to Ronnie McEwen, who looks up the ground. He drives the ball long. Looking for his cousin in Brand. He can't take the mark. East Burwood once again butted up. Richardson gets the ball, snap over the shoulder, finds his target, and East Burwood are away. They look long into the forward line. Here comes Wind. He can't take the mark, and he's got the free kick, holding the man. So Wind, slight angle here, but probably be kicking from about 45. Should be able to make the distance, Bob.
Good long kick, right foot kick, normally fairly accurate.
He's the second worst one out there.
Steady approach. Nice kick off the boot. It's going to make the distance. Looking for the result from the goal umpire. One behind. The East Burwood Rams are 1-1-7 and Lilydale just one solitary behind. Alistair Tibbles from full-back. If he's looking to go long, which he does, he's looking for Luke Hewitt, but Snodero will have to go, and he's just not tall enough there.
Joanne, he said. Joanne will never die, he said.
Sutherland with a long drop punt right down the ground. Barwick from behind again. Punched out by Lilydale. Out in the open.
Peter Skews punches off the ground to McEwen, gets the hands over to Rowe. Rowe can run, he can go, he has a bounce. It doesn't come back to him, but he butters it up. He drives long on his left foot, looking for his captain in Matthews, but the ball goes over the boundary line for a throw-in.
On the wing on the outer side of the ground. Slater in the ruck with Brandt. Tap out from behind by Lilydale. Randall's in the thick of things again, takes the ball over the boundary line, basically in the same position as it was a moment or two ago. Brandt and Slater again. Slater in front, over the back is Nick Alphabet.
It comes down to Jason Rowe, who just kicks it straight up in the air. I think that could be in the back there. And Mark Bale will take the free kick in the middle of the ground. So right in the middle, he's looking for someone up forward. There's a few leads on. He's just holding it up. Drives it long there into the forward line, looking for Pollock. There's two. He's got to beat two. He nearly pulls that in. Matthews is onto the ball. He can't pick it up. He gets a handball out. But East Burwood mop it up again. It's tied up down there. It comes out. I think this is Mitchell with the ball.
Mitchell with the ball. A long raking kick down towards Matt Parker, and a nice mark, Matt Parker.
Very nice mark there on the wing.
Matt Parker looking for. It's Tony Saunders moving around with the ball, looking again for Stewie Wine. The Stewie Wine's right in front, about 25 metres out from goal.
A bit closer than last time. I think he should be able to kick this one. He wouldn't have been happy with that last miss.
No, Lee, there's no bruise to speak of today, and that ball did drift off the last occasion.
Yes. Steady approach once again. That looks better off the boot. The crowd's happy, and it's one goal. East Burwood.
Umpire Steele with the ball. Brandt and Slater again. A poor bounce.
Once again. Maybe that's why the reserve umpires are throwing it up today. The ball's out. Lukey Hewitt knocks it on, but to the East Burwood advantage.
Nick Alphabet picks the ball up, heads down the outer side of the ground, and he's got a nice lead from Stewie Wine.
Stewie Wine, he's having a few kicks up forward.
Looking for Barwick.
And that's a nice mark overhead. Out on a strong lead and pulls in the mark. Lilydale might have to tighten up on Wine. Barwick goes short, and that's a mark to Mark Damaski.
Mark Damaski is the comp best and fairest from the under-18s last year, Lee.
East Burwood obviously looking for big things from him this year then.
We have a player policy this year which does promote the youth, and Mark is certainly one of those, along with Luke Slater, who's only 19 in the ruck. Damaski kicks, and it brings up the two Calicos again. So East Burwood now 3-1. $7-10 East Burwood to 3 behind Lilydale.
1 week's a long time in football. 9 goals 1 week. Struggling to get the ball down there the next.
Williamson kicks out. Randall's marks, Randall handballs back. Williamson coming through. Kicks the ball on.
Gibbons takes a finger tipper in the centre. That's a nice mark. Straight out of the under-18s best and fairest winner last year. Looks for the coach and finds him on the 50-metre line. That could have hurt him. He may have copped a knee in the back there. Gets up gingerly. Nothing in it according to the umpire. He's gone back a long, long way.
Damien Ryan is standing right on the 50-metre line, so the player's got to kick from 55.
He's a nice long kick. He's got onto that nicely. The distance won't be a problem. It's the accuracy, and it's a goal, I think. Yes, it is. Lilydale's first to the coach, Ashley Matthews. They move on to 1 goal, 3-9. Come off 5 goals last week in a great game.
Higher Steel puts the ball down.
That's a good bounce. Hewitt gets the tap out, stacks on the mill. The ball came out the back, but they've pulled a free kick here in the back.
Jonesy with a handball across to Coughlin. Coughlin on the left foot.
Whereas on Coughlin will have to man up. He's run off the back like that 3 or 4 times. Skews backs back. That was courage. He butters up and picks it up. Steps inside one. Looks over the top. Gibbons picks it up. Snaps it over his shoulder. Looking for Mark Bowe. He's run under it, but that's a good punch on.
Slater. That was Coughlin mopping up there.
Gibbons. Bowe follows up on the right. That's a good kick, and they've paid the mark at Adam Pollock.
Excellent mark. Under pressure.
Hot on his hammer with Shaw. Controlled it enough according to the umpire. Exactly the same position only moments ago. Let's see if he learned anything from that kick. Direct approach once again. Once again, exactly the same kick. Well, I'll set up the zone.
Hey, Coop should be right this week. Coop should be right this week.
Williamson kicking out for East Burwood, goes straight down the ground and finds Jones. Jones is off. Down looking for Darren Shaw. Darren Shaw.
Overruns it. Ewell picks it up, can't get a handball in.
Coughlin certainly
once
does.
again.
On to Sutherland. Sutherland with one bounce. Must get rid of it quickly. Shoots it down into the direction of the forward pocket. Doug Bowie couldn't handle it. The ball spills out. Saunders is in there trying hard. Lilydale with a handball out. Lilydale will probably clear now. Will come down the member side of the ground. Good smother there by Barlow. Goes back to Sutherland. Sutherland shoots across.
Peter Skews runs out of defence. Handballs it long to Bowie. He's got the run. He can go. Has one bounce. Kicks it long inside Lilydale's 50. There's no one there, though. So these two would fly against each other. No talk. But there's a free kick for 2 high, and they're not happy. They could lose it here if they don't settle down. There's a free kick in it, but they carried on a bit. The umpire's called play on.
Colin Mitchell with the free. Handball across to Scott Hunter. Scott Hunter down towards the wing on the outer side of the ground. And Slater takes a strong mark. Slater running through. Kicks the ball down in the direction of Stewie Wine. And Stewie Wine takes a mark about 25 metres out from the Highbury Road end goal. Mark Damaski coming off for East Burwood and Darren Payne coming on.
Stuart Wine. That's 2 goals, 3 at this stage.
Kicking into this breeze again, Lee.
He's a bit closer than the others, though. He should have no problem with the distance. And he's read the wind beautifully. That's straight through the middle.
3.
8 goals, 10-58. Players 1 goal, 4-10. Once again, it started at half-back. They ran it up the ground. That's a good bounce in the middle. The ruckman battle at Coughlin once again. That'll be 6 or 7 times he's cleared it out of the middle. Cruz gets to the front, but he can't mark it.
Matt Parker with a hand pass to Wine. Wine straight in front and Wine shoots.
2 goals in 20 seconds to line. 4 goals, 3 he now has. Umpire Kennedy puts the ball down. Hewitt will get to it first. He punches it Lilydale's way.
Big goal for bit again, but the ball comes out the members' wing.
Kicks it straight for the boundary line and finds it.
Hewitt and Slater continuing the ruck, basically without a break. Hewitt. Jonesy with the ball.
Good tackle, Jason Rowe. Hewitt first to it, but it goes over the boundary line. Ball goes forward. Pushing it back from Brett Toohey, and the ball goes to Trellope. Trellope's got the ball on half back. There's plenty of calls for him. He goes long. Snudero's got the set. He's been crunched. The umpire had the whistle in his mouth, but he's played the mark.
I thought Matt Parker was about the third to touch that lead.
Bit bemused the crowd, but anyway, he drives it forward, but he's hit Peter Skews on the chest. Peter Skews, quick handball over the top to Carson Stimson. Last year's best and fairest winner. I think that's his first touch. Drives it long.
Williamson with the punch away. Ball heads towards the boundary line. Williamson in front, but the ball travels over the line. As the siren sounds for half-time here at East Burwood.
The score being East Burwood Rams 9-10-64 to the Lilydale Falcons 1-4-10.
Lee will go down to the rooms and have a listen to what the coaches have got to say, and we'll also see if we can find out what the injury to Richo is at this stage.
And also Ronnie McEwen limping off the ground. Lilydale took a lot of time at three-quarter time there. I think they just want to add some respectability to the score. Get a few passes in. Umpire Kennedy comes in for the bounce down. Bang into the turf it goes. Slater straight out. Cox intercepts though. He gets a run of the ball. He can't pick it up. Coglan in one hand. Straight onto the left. Beautiful stuff. Kicked it forward. Looking for Saunders. He's overrun it.
Parker's out. Picks it up on the left foot. Parker has a shot for goal. Another goal to Matt Parker.
16-14, 110, plays 4-4-28.
3 goals to Matt Parker.
Goal kickers up to this stage. Wine with 5, Damaski with 4, Parker with 3, Barwick with 3, and Barlow with 1. And for Lilydale, the sole goal kicker is the coach, Ashley Matthews, with 4 majors. Umpire Steele has the ball this time. Bounces it down. Favours young Chris Williams, but he couldn't get the tap.
Damien Ryan out with the handball to Coglan. Coglan on the left foot. Can't find Saunders.
Good pick up
Lilydale
Peter Skews. Skews across the bow. He switches it back the other way looking for the captain in Cruz. Cruz takes it. He turns around. He's played on. The umpire doesn't think so, and he goes back to have his kick. Kicks it up the ground looking for Williams. He's up. He can't hold the mark. Cox rows it well. Gets a handball off. Looking for Matthews. It's intercepted. It's all Lilydale though. Gibbons straight up in the air. Touched off the boots, the call from the umpire. Bodie onto it. Kicks it inside 50 on the left. Looking for Pollock. Pollock up with one hand.
Darren Shaw clears for East Burwood. 2 East Burwoods there. No talking there, guys. Nick Alphabet's got it and comes across the ground looking for Sutherland. Nice mark to Sutherland, but he's got to play on. Sutherland plays on. He's got Matt Parker. Matt will come round on his left foot.
Got a paddock.
He's about 40 metres out from goal. Shoots at another one.
Dougie Barwick. Mark, goal.
Barwick behind with great use of the body, controlled the ball and put it through for another major to East Burwood.
That's his 4th for the day, Dougie Barwick. 4 goals, 1.
Lately, with Barwick, if any of the kids are watching, that 2nd and 3rd effort from Barwick is absolutely fantastic. You saw the 2nd effort then. Come from behind, grab the ball and put it through.
Yep.
Handball out by Damaski, I think, to Damien Ryan. Damien Ryan straight in front.
Kicks a goal.
And kicks the goal.
Another thing about Dougie Barwick, it shows the youngsters you don't have to be a key position player to be important to your team. He's played in the forward pocket all day. He's done what the team's asked of him. He's kicked 4. He's been everywhere where his coach will have wanted him.
Well, if he can average 4 goals a week, that's 70 goals for the season. That will certainly put him up amongst the highest goal kickers in the competition.
Young Chris Williams in the ruck for Lilydale now.
Slater couldn't find Barlow. Lilydale clear it out of the centre.
Becker straight up and down in the air. A few fly, they couldn't hold the mark. Brandt picks it up, kicks towards the boundary. It's all East Burwood here. They should shepherd each other, but the boundary line beats them both to it. Young Brandt, number 29, is across from North Heidelberg this year. Been a bit quiet today. Matthews is up in the ruck. Gets a good tap, straight to East Burwood though.
To Williamson across to Nick Alphabet, and unfortunately Nick runs it out of bounds. on the half forward flank here on the member side of the ground.
Matthews will have to do all the ruck work in the forward line now. Ewart off the ground injured. No decisive tap. Jones has a run of it here. He can't pick it
control
up.
the ball.
He picks it up now, Jones. He goes to the boundary line and over it goes. The vice captain this year for East Burwood. With Richardson injured, I'd say they have a fair bit of captaincy to do over the next couple of months. Boundary throw in. Good tap by Slater. Cox scratch it. He can't get rid of it. What will the umpire pay? Holding the ball. Straight on it. Across the Coghlan. He's played on. They've called it back. No advantage, but he actually stopped and played on, so I don't know why there should have been an advantage. Anyway, the play goes on. That's holding the ball as well, but he hasn't paid that. Cross to Jones. Goes backwards to Mitchell. Mitchell, good smother by Travis Cox. The ball's out of bounds.
East Burwood starting to fiddle around with it a bit there, Lee.
Yeah, maybe getting a bit tired. They've had a lot of running to do today. 5 minutes into this last quarter here. And it's still 92-point lead. 94-point lead. Brindley picks it up. Mark Bowe's calling for it. Brindley swings around onto his left. He kicks it straight towards the boundary line, and it's on the full.
One of our trainers has taken the mark.
And the crowd appreciated that. Goes in board to Nick Alphabet. He can't complete the mark. He picks it up. He stumbles. He gets a handball out.
Wasn't a good option there, Lee, from Colin Mitchell. There was 2 on 1 there. That's 2 Lilydale, 1 East Burwood.
Yeah. Coghlan drives it forward. Off the ground with Sutherland. And he's paid a free kick for charging him after he's kicked the ball. Sutherland. That's against Big Grant, also from North Heidelberg this year. Sutherland goes, centres up the ball. That's a nice looking kick.
And he's found the 300-game veteran, Neil Trello.
He's gone short.
And Damien Ryan in the forward pocket.
4 manning up there by Lilydale. Once the forward has the ball, they should turn around and get to their men straight away.
Damien with 1 goal on the board at this stage. About 30 metres out from goal.
Distance will be no problem. He can read the breeze well. Should be no problem for him.
Looks good off the boot, Lee, and I think it's another major.
No, I think it's just allowed for the wind too much there, I think. Didn't spin off the boot too well. Snadero's got the kick out from fullback now. He's gone to the far side looking long for his captain in Cruz. Cruz takes the mark. Cruz has been the target all day out from fullback. Goes long looking for Williams. Williams has taken the mark. Goes back onto the left. Kicks it forward looking for Ash Becky. It's over the top of his head. Jason Rowe picks it up inside to Gibbons. Gibbons puts on the pace. Balks around 1. Swings onto his left. Kicks it up looking for Brandt. 1 against 2. Good spoil by Brandt.
Payne bops up in the goal square. Kicks it out towards the boundary line.
And Jason Rowe cannot keep it in. Lilydale a few more injuries today. We've got a couple to come back. Stewie Ward from a half-back flank wing position. He should be right next week.
Jones with a hand pass to Coghlan.
Nice long kick as he's been doing all day. Good spoil by Cruz down to Beckwith. He overruns it and the ball goes to the boundary line once again.
The ball out of bounds right at the Harry Ramsden scoreboard. Williams and Slater in the ruck.
It's a free kick for a push in. It's going to Lilydale. To young Williams. He handballs it straight off to Bodie, who drives it to the goal mouth, and that's a strong mark by the Lilydale coach. He's been the only forward of any note up there today. That was a strong mark. Ashley Matthews going for his 5th goal. Played a lone hand up there.
Matthews now with about a 30-metre run-up.
The umpire hasn't moved too much. I think that's home.
That's home.
Crowd like it. 5 goals, 4, 34. Plays 17, 15, 123. Umpire Steele has the ball.
10-minute mark of the last quarter here at East Burwood. Sutherland with the ball, can't break clear.
Tried to break through once again, and they're red hot on that this year. And he's nearly given away 25 there.
Very dangerous, very dangerous.
Gibbons has got the free, drives it long. He's looking out wide for his captain in Cruz. Cruz is up. Matthews over the top, spoiled him actually there.
Williamson with the ball, spins around in his left foot. Looking out there for Nick Alphabet.
Good
2 to
score
1,
once
wasn't
again.
a good option.
Jason Rowe mops it up, kicks it long inside 50, looking for Matthews. Over the top was Slater. That's a good punch.
Damien Ryan with the ball, heading down the wing side of the ground. And again, 2 to 1, but Parker comes out with the ball. I'm sorry, no, there must have been an infringement there.
Yes. It's young Chris Williams, who's moved into the ruck, kicks it over looking for Brant. He takes the mark. Inside to the running Nathan Bodie. Nathan Bodie kicks it long up to the 50-metre line, but it's all East Burwood, and Trellope takes the mark. Handballs it off.
To Williamson. Williamson comes back to the member side of the ground with a switch. Looking for, I think it's Sutherland, and Sutherland takes the mark. Sutherland switches the ball back towards the centre of the ground, and Colin Mitchell takes a mark, looking for the handball. Over the top now to Jones. Jones will kick with the right foot. Looking there for Doug Barwick. Got himself to the front.
Still a chance here, Dougie Barwick. Keeps it in, well done.
Handles the ball back.
Snadero's looking for the boundary line for Lilydale, and Skews runs it across. The ball comes in, that's a free kick. Free kick to Brandt in the back line.
Saunders high in the air, but didn't
Warren
get
Cruz
very close
goes
to
for
the
the
ball.
switch once again. He's actually gone for the switch, but he's gone short of Peter Skews. Peter Skews has got around one. He kicks it long looking for Cruz. Cruz is up and takes a nice mark overhead. Cruz on the defensive 50-metre line. Goes short once again, back to Skews. Skews turns around. He kicks it down the ground looking for Rowe. Rowe gets up and that's a mark, which I thought it was a mark. The umpire hasn't played it. Coughlin picks it up.
Strange decision, Lee, that one.
Oh, yeah.
Across to Stewie Wine, who's at the true centre half forward position. Stewie Wine now looking for Mark Damaski. He takes a mark on his chest.
And he's played on, and that's holding the ball. No.
Not paid. Damaski battling for the ball. Loses it. Lilydale come out. Colin Mitchell looks like mopping up for East Burwood. A handball to no one in particular.
Brindley picks it up and drives it long on his left, but there's no one home for Lilydale. It's all East Burwood once again.
Williamson takes a mark on the half-back flank on the member's side of the ground, switches across to Slater. Slater now will drive the ball long. But a poor option, and a strong mark to the Lilydale player, Stimson. Bodie, is it? Sorry.
Yeah. 3 East Burwood blokes just stood there and watched him take that mark. That was a bit strange. Anyway, that's a good switch out to Peter Skews. Will it sit up? Or it's a high bounce, but he gathers it. He gets through, he runs, he stabs the pass into the coach. Matthews, 50 metres out. And he's gone short. Will it get there? No, it hasn't quite got to Jason Rowe, but he butters up. He gets a left foot onto it. But Slater's back there. He's played well today. Gets another kick. Goes short. They can't mop it up, and it goes across the boundary line. I thought Matthews has been kicking well. He should have probably gone back from 50 there.
He certainly stood out today, Lee, hasn't he? Played an excellent game there at centre half forward.
Oh, yeah. Apart from Adam Pollock's 2 shots at goal, which resulted in behinds early, he's been the only forward that has even looked like scoring, really. He grabs it out the ruck. Across to Jones. He fumbles it. East Burwood have several options up forward. The ball coming out of their midfield. They've had 2 or 3 to kick it to every time. Lilydale have fallen down across half forward. Brandt tries to grab it out the ruck but misses it.
Colin Mitchell battling for the ball. Couldn't get a clear handball. Barlow chips in. Out on the left foot. Looking for Saunders. Punched away. Nick Alphabet comes in. Handball over the top. Looking for Scott Hunter. Scott Hunter will drive down to Barwick. Makes a lovely lead, Barwick. But a bit too long.
The kick's too long. Buttering up is Peter Skews. Has a bounce, comes back inside, gives it to Mark Bowe. Two ex-Bess and Ferris winners combined there, kicks it long, but it's all Jones. Here comes the pack though, that's a good mark. He plays straight on, gets a handball across.
Damien Ryan with the handball now across to Neil Trelape. Neil Trelape coming down the wing on the outer side of the ground. Balks, handball back to Damien Ryan. East Burwood starting to fiddle around again with it and drives the ball down to Doug Barwick in the forward pocket.
Bit of a tight angle down there. He loves a goal, but he maybe forced to pass this one.
Doug Barwick would be approximately 35 metres out.
A few leads on, but looks like he's definitely going to have a shot. "15-minute mark of the last quarter. Dougie Barwick set approach, doesn't make the distance. Williams it was, grabs it, kicks it across along the boundary line.
Luke Slater with the ball on the members' side in the half-forward flank area. Jones across to Stewie Wine.
It's a nice ball put out in front, but he couldn't quite get there. Tibbles picks it up, fresh air handball. No Pote holding the ball. Makes you wonder sometimes. I think they just pick him out.
Lee, I think one of the things that perhaps the umpires have got to look at, it's like the 60-kilometre-an-hour rule. Like the policeman doesn't book you because you're doing 61 or 62, and I think the umpires have probably got to be looking at that 10%. Give them a little leniency, not making excuses, but you know they've got to add to the entertainment value, and that is not adding to it.
No. It's fair enough if someone tries to break through 2 or 3 tackles, or even tries to break through one, but if they're just tackled and they attempt to get rid of it straight away, that should be fair enough in mind. Anyway, Peter Skews gets the ball from Brandt over the top, kicks it long looking for Jason Rowe, and he marks it on the chest. Been a bit quiet today, Jason Rowe. Kicks it up looking for Williams.
Trollope takes a strong mark on the chest, on the wing on the outer side of the ground. Trollope now with a handball to Jones.
He'll have to give it back to Trollope. No, he gets around, kicks it long to centre half forward. The pack form, there'll be flyers here. It's knocked to the ground. Good shepherd by Warren Cruz. Brand picks it up. Gets around one, kicks it on with his right foot, but once again...
Damien Ryan. Damien Ryan with the handball across to Jones, running through the centre of the ground. Touched on the kick.
Jones had plenty of touches this quarter. Gibbons in there to get the ball, couldn't pick it up. Cox is battling hard in there. Gibbons has got a tackle on, and the umpire will come in and ball it up. 123 plays 34.
At the 17-minute mark in the last quarter here at East Burwood.
Lord, I'll be looking to get this one out the way and bring on Vermont next week.
Saunders with the handball. Barlow with the knock on.
Brandt in there, punches it out. The ball's come loose. Picked it up by Bowe. He picks it long. Jones just fallen over on the cricket pitch. It's a bit grassy out there. That's a good pick up by Trelape, I think it was. Good smother there by Ashley Beckwith. Matthews picks it up. Back to Beckwith. Kicks it out looking for Rowe. He'll mark this. He's on his own. He turns around, straightens up, has a look down the ground, looking for Pollock. And Pollock's taken a mark.
Leading a good mark there, Lee.
Yes. Definitely goes in board to Brandt. Yeah, Pollock's capable of taking some strong marks. He really hasn't had the opportunity to make too many leads today. He's put on another lead to get it back, but that's ignored. Brandt from 50 metres. This is Craig Brandt. Kicks it long. It may get there. The pack set. No, it's going to fall short. It's out of bounds. Punched by Slater, and it's hit the behind post on the full. The boundary umpire will throw it in right up next against the point post. Pollock in the ruck for Lilydale against Slater. Slater at the front gets the tap down. Jason Rowe, good handball to Beckworth, who centres the ball. Bounces over Stimson's head, and East Burwood run it away.
Sutherland runs it away for East Burwood. Couple of bounces, then a long, awkward sort of kick down to Stewie Wine. Couldn't handle it. Wine backs up. Is in front, and Wine will handball back to a Lilydale player in Cruz. And Cruz shoots the ball to the outer side of the ground, where it'll run out of bounds at the Allied electrical sign.
ball comes out to Gibbons. Gibbons isn't too sure what to do. He centres it up, which towards Stimson. I thought he should have probably gone long. Brindley's got the run of the ball here. Stimson will put on a Shepherd. Brindley the left foot up. Actually handballs it to Stimson. Back inside. No, balks around one. Kicks it long, but straight to Slater.
Slater takes a strong mark in the centre half back position across to Darren Shaw. Now Darren Shaw on the left foot down the wing side of the ground. But a fairly poor option there.
Williams has got one high and he'll take the free kick out there on centre wing.
That kick, Lee, missed Saunders by about 20 metres.
Yeah, I don't think it came off the boot the way he wanted it to. The umpires invited him to play on after taking too long, so he's just gone long on the left. It's a front punt. Slater once again, geez, he's
Strong player.
played a great game here today. He handballs it off.
Damien Wright has the ball now running through the centre square on the member side of the ground. Kicks it wide, looking for Sutherland. Not a kind bounce for Sutherland, pushing it towards the boundary line.
Gathers it well, handballs it off over Wine's head.
Parker can't quite control the ball. Lilydale with a handball. And out.
Bow gets it across to Stimson. Stimson kicks it long. The pack forms. They hit it. Rose hit the ball running. He steadies up 30 metres out, and he has missed. That's normally his bread and butter, those sort of goals. Roving the pack and kicking them through from 30. He hasn't had a good day here today. That's Rams 17-15, 123. Shaw's taking the mark in the defensive 50. Switches the play looking for Slater, but it's going to fall short. And that's a good mark to Matthews. A one-hander, 50 metres out on a 45-degree angle. I think he went short last time and they turned it over, so he'll look at going long this time. Hasn't come off the boot that well. The distance is not bad, but he's sprayed it and that's out of bounds on the full. They're playing straight away a handball to Trelope out of the back line, drives it up to the 50, but straight to Brett Toohey of Lilydale.
Not a good option.
No, there was two Lilydale fellas there. Gibbons slipped over, but Toohey was there, and he's gone short. He's kicked to Cox. It's in the air. Travis Cox has fallen over at the crucial. That should have been in the back. The crowd not happy.
Good handball there by Connor Mitchell out to play.
And there's the final siren. East Burwood Rams 17-15, 123. Comprehensive winners against Lilydale, 5 goals, 5-35. The major goal.